Every year, some of the most renowned drivers on the powerboat scene travel the world to take part in the XCAT World Championship and give their all at the various stages of this prestigious competition. The highlight of each season is always eagerly awaited by sports enthusiasts, and that moment has now arrived for the 2024 season of the XCAT World Championship. Welcome to Dubai. The city of glass and dreams is playing host to the final round of this extraordinary 2024 UIM XCAT World Championship. The first 4 rounds has kicked up quite a storm. We have seen 4 different winners stand on top of the podium already this year. Team GB, the defending champions, with a fantastic double win. Victory making their way to the top of the podium. HPI Fujairah Racing Team have also taken home some gold. And then of course we have boat number 2, XCAT, who have won their fair share of prizes as well. The top of the championship is thinner than the top of the Burj Khalifa, with only 1 point separating first from second. Dubai is a popular destination for powerboat fans and has a long tradition of hosting events of this calibre. Hosting the 2024 final there raised the excitement to a brand new level. The crowd was already buzzing with excitement as the penultimate event in Saudi Arabia had finished less than 2 weeks earlier.
Well, I think it's a great grand finale. We came here in Dubai back with the 2 teams which are fighting for the titles with just 1 point difference. We've seen it's very much adrenaline fuel, it's thrilling, so it's great to be back here in one of the world sport capital.
What we've seen today, we are returned back to our history. Our history, we start 1990 with the powerboat racing, speedboat. Dubai is a hub, and in Dubai, everyone from government, for fun, from people like to come. I remember when we have it in Mina Siyahi, we have more than 60,000 people watching powerboat racing, and that is where people like to come to see.
So we are here for the last round of XCAT World Championship in Dubai. It's our home, our beach, so very nice to be here. I hope we'll be a tough competitor to others and win the race for tomorrow.
Sports enthusiasts couldn't wish for a better scenario than watching a final that will decide who will be the world champions. HPI Fujairah Racing Team and XCAT have been the teams to beat for their rivals all season, and they travelled all the way to Dubai, just 1 point apart in the overall rankings, ready to give it their all and win this world championship. What a nerve-wracking way to end the season.
I'm really happy to stay in first, but now start to 0, because the number 2 is really fast too, good teams. Our team is really concentrated for this weekend, of course. I'm happy, but this battle is really strong. The situation is probably change every time, every day. I'm ready, of course. Dubai is fantastic. It's a nice place. The DMC have a really big organization for these events in UAE in Dubai. Dubai is a technological, the superlative city.
Well, I think it's great that we're back in Dubai. I mean, it's a fabulous place. You can see Burj Khalifa here in the background, and yeah, it's amazing. I hope that we take this championship, but it's going to be hard. I don't know if we got it, but we will need to try and do everything we can. Well, the conditions so far has been quite calm, so I hope the winds pick up and get some waves. That's my hope. The spectators will have a a wonderful race to watch. I mean, we drive so close to the breakwater here, so yeah, they will have a fantastic view.
It's not been great for us. We've had a couple of boat flips and cartwheels in the water, which, you know, wasn't great. However, we seem to have pulled it back. A few weeks ago in Saudi, that was a great weekend. It was a great event. They were great hosts there. We had a couple of really, really good races. They really pushed really hard and did really well.
The eagerly awaited final leg of the 2024 UIM XCAT World Championship began with an intense pole position session. With 2 final races to go, any mistake could be costly, and all drivers were focused on securing the best starting position for the race to follow. Team GB, defending 2023 champions, had to overcome some trying moments during the season, but they showed their strengths right from the start. Their incredible performance in the session gave them the top position to lead the field in race number 1. XCAT, still fighting for ultimate glory, secured 2nd place on the grid and thus the upper hand over the Italian competition. The local heroes from the victory team started the first race from 3rd place. The time had come for the first race of the weekend, and it was clear from the start that it would be full of adrenaline and drama. As several teams struggled with technical problems, Team GB, which had started from pole position, fought a fierce battle for the lead with the HPI Fugera racing team. Despite Team GB's strong start, the boat of the Italian brothers Giuseppe and Rosario Schiano di Cola pulled away in the final laps and secured a well-deserved victory. A strong statement that they meant business about winning the overall title. Team GB took 2nd place, with Faz Marine completing the podium. The championship was incredibly close, with only 18 points now separating the HPI Fugera racing team and XCAT Racing.
We started 4th, really far from the first, but we found a really clean water on the outside, on the second buoy, the second gate. And we try to do all the best to manage all the race in front of number 2, that is our oppositors in a best way.
It was a good race. We had a good start. Yeah, we maintained it. We were enjoying it, and we were pushing and pulling away. We had quite a big gap, and then obviously we had our 3rd long lap we had to do, and then, like Scott said, come in behind HPI. But unfortunately, it's racing, but we enjoyed it as well.
So we won our pole, which was really good, because that was flat racing. We aren't the fastest on the flat, so that was really good. Rough race, we should have won that really, but a technicality we didn't. The event here, this has been the best this year. You know, where we are, the location, the people, the setup, you know, it's been fantastic.
The Italian influence was not only clearly noticeable on the water, but also in the stands. Marco Bononomi, Italian GT champion and Le Mans driver, cheered on the Sciano brothers together with Andrea Rossetto. Even more exciting for them, however, was the fact that they had the chance to try their hand at real powerboat action, with Rosario Sciano di Cola right there beside them to give them directions.
I can't wait to jump in, but watching the guys testing looks super fun, fast, and yeah, it will be completely different technique, so I'm really looking forward. It's the first powerboat I attend, especially XCAT Championship. I believe it's quite close to what I do in the circuit, like endurance racing.
I think it's two different sports, really. I like so much this sport, but it's the first time for me. The rally is 12 years, and I think so is really, really different. But step by step, if you want, I try in the championship.
The spectacle at XCAT events is always guaranteed, but this World Championship is much more than what we just see on the water. The 2024 World Championship has proven once again that logistics is the backbone of the XCAT World Championship, as organising the transport of teams, boats and equipment around the globe is a difficult process. From city to city, every detail is meticulously planned to ensure the races run smoothly.
From the beginning, we started to produce this category. We were thinking, coming from the experience of the past, to think especially about logistics and operation. After the experience we have with long years in Class 1 with big boats, so we start to design a boat and container together to create a system to move around the world in an easy way with a, let's say, with a commercial traffic, means boat, trains, trucks, and whatever, to arrive more or less everywhere around the world. That was the start. Boat was built based on the experience on the other bigger one, and it was fitted in terms of taking care of safety and all these things. That is the meaning of XCAT.
While the two leading teams were preparing for the final battle for the crown, the other teams were looking to secure good positions in the final standings. The second day of the Dubai Grand Prix provided exciting competition and high-octane action. The teams faced an intense schedule, with official practice setting the stage for the battle for pole position. With the final race of the season fast approaching, the order in which the boats start would be crucial. After an exciting session, Team GB proved once again that they are in great form and secured their second pole position in a row this weekend. The Victory team followed in second position with Fazmarine in third, leaving the title favourites HPI Fujairah Racing Team just behind. Later that day, the adrenaline levels rose to new heights at the SpeedCat Run, a head-to-head elimination race in which the crowd favourites from the Victory team emerged victorious and 222 Offshore took second place.
Actually, the SpeedCat Run, I like this session. I won that 2014 series, the SpeedCat Run. So from that day, I like to be winning in this session, and I am happy we got it. We won today in front of our fans, our families. So I am happy.
What a pole positioning we have had today. Team GB securing their second pole of the weekend. But it's all about the grand finale between HPI Fujairah Racing Team and SWECAT. For a bit of light entertainment, we had the SpeedCat Run, won by local boys, Victory, right here in Dubai. All eyes were now on the grand final, where more was at stake than ever before. The race would determine the world champion and the competition would be fierce. Speed, precision and strategy would play a crucial role, and the teams would leave no stone unturned on their way to glory. HPI Fujairah Racing Team's victory in race number 1 bolstered their title hopes, but SWECAT Racing, led by Sebastian Groth and Erik Sundblad Johansson, were ready to strike back in race 2.
It was a tough season for everyone. We can see the points and all boats are playing to be in the top 3. It's not very easy to be there and standing and keep first place for every race. That's what happened exactly to us. Now we are third. We are fighting to be third. It is a really tough competition. A very big race for HPI 96 and SweetCat number 2. I think HPI is in a good position for now, but he have to complete the race and they have to collect some points to be in the top. It's a tough feeling for both of them.
I'm very happy for them, and they have been working super well, and we have had a very good year this year. And many wins, but it all comes down to the final race, so we will see.
The race, which took place in rough seas and strong winds under difficult conditions, put the skills and stamina of all participants to the test. The rough swell gave the competition a special dynamic and thrilled the spectators with dramatic jumps and high-speed battles.
This race is very complicated because there is wind, there is wave, and so it's a technical race. And so all team, technical, pilot are very concentrated for this hard race.
Team GB and SWECAT fought a thrilling duel for the lead. Meanwhile, the Victory team had to abandon its position due to engine problems and was also involved in a collision with Città di Palermo. In race 2, Team GB finally stood on the podium, confirming their good form and taking first place. They were followed by SWECAT in second and Victory team in third. The HPI Fujairah racing team finished 5th in this final race, but their consistent performances throughout the season, coupled with a calculated strategy in this race, secured them the overall win. Despite difficult sea conditions and tactical challenges, the Schiano family maintained their focus and ensured that the Italian tricolor flew proudly at the top of the championship standings.
We feel really happy and we need a big holiday now because the season was really hard. So I'm joking. We are already prepared for next year. I'm joking again. Today was really hard outside, maybe 1.5 meters, 1.4 meters of waves, really big wind. And we need only to manage to catch the World Championship in overall. The Schiano family is a world champion.
Really big raft today, minimum 1.5 meters, and
not simple.
Not really simple to manage. And the problem is to maintain stable the boat and finish the race. I'm really happy because I catch the point for the World Championship now in the top of the world.
It was a challenging race, it was very rough. I think it's the roughest race we've had yet, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a hard race, it was an amazing race. I think all about lucky to finish with no damage or nothing falling to pieces.
Yeah, everyone came home safe.
We've had a slow start to the season, we've had some bad luck on our side this year, but it just proves the last 2 events we're still capable of winning races. So we'll be back bigger and stronger for next year. 96 have worked hard all year and they deserve to take the World Championship for this year, but like we said, we're taking it back for next year.
Such an exciting weekend of action could only be rounded off with a celebratory gala. Here, all the XCAT heroes came together to spend a few enjoyable moments together, reflect on the season that had just come to an end, and receive their trophies and celebrate a successful season. After the end of the 2024 season, all eyes will turn to 2025, which promises even more excitement with new teams, locations, and technological advances. However, the Italian champions will be ready to defend their title against any challenger.
We have already 6 events confirmed between Europe and Middle East, because I think for the next year we will remain between Europe and Middle East. To reset the system, become strong again, and then to think about the rest of the world. That is the intention of we have.
The final race of this dramatic Dubai Grand Prix was everything we could have hoped for. Team GB started on pole, lost their lead to victory, but after a collision managed to get it back and be our final winner of this extraordinary season. But it was Rosario and Giuseppe Schiano the Collar that finished number 1. The 2024 UIM XCAT World Champions, our boat number 96 HPI Fujairah racing team. Will they keep a hold of their title heading into next year, or will we see some new contenders for that coveted title? Join us in 2025 for more incredible XCAT action.